Join us as we honor the stars, visionaries, and icons who passed in January, March, and June 1998 in the United States. Jeanette Nolan. She was born in December 1911 and she died in June 1998. Her age was 86 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was stroke. An American radio, film, and television actress with a career spanning 7 decades. She made her film debut as Lady Macbeth in Orson Welles' 1948 film adaptation. She was also a prominent voice actress in Disney films, voicing Widow Tweed in The Fox and the Hound. Dorothy Stickney. She was born in June 1896 and she died in June 1998. Her age was 101 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. An American stage and film actress, best known for her work on Broadway. She originated the role of Winnie Day in the long-running play Life with Father. She also appeared in the 1957 television musical production of Cinderella. Mae Questel. She was born in September 1908 and she died in January 1998. Her age was 89 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death were complications from Alzheimer's disease. An American actress and voice artist, best known for providing the voices for the animated characters Betty Boop and Olive Oyl. She began her career in vaudeville as an impressionist. She also appeared on screen as Aunt Bluebell in Scott Towers commercials and in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Maureen O'Sullivan. She was born in May 1911 and she died in June 1998. Her age was 87 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death were complications from heart surgery. An Irish-American actress, best known for playing Jane Parker in the Tarzan series of films opposite Johnny Weissmuller. She had a successful career at MGM and later appeared in films like Hannah and Her Sisters. She was the mother of actress Mia Farrow. Sonny Bono. He was born in February 1935 and he died in January 1998. His age was 62 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was a skiing accident. An American singer, songwriter, producer, and politician, he rose to fame as part of the musical duo Sonny and Cher in the 1960s. Later in life, he entered politics, serving as the mayor of Palm Springs and then as a United States congressman from California. Darwin Joston. He was born in December 1937 and he died in June 1998. His age was 60 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was leukemia. An American actor best known for his portrayal of the anti-hero Napoleon Wilson in John Carpenter's 1976 cult classic Assault on Precinct 13. He also appeared in Eraserhead and The Fog. Lloyd Bridges. He was born in January 1913 and he died in March 1998. His age was 85 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. A prolific American actor who starred in the popular television series Sea Hunt from 1958 to 1961. Later in his career, he gained a new following for his comedic roles in spoof films like Airplane and Hot Shots. He was the father of actors Jeff and Bill Bridges. Jack Lord. He was born in December 1920 and he died in January 1998. His age was 77 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was congestive heart failure. An American actor best known for his starring role as Steve McGarrett in the television series Hawaii 5, which ran from 1968 to 1980. He was also the first actor to play the character Felix Leiter in the James Bond film Dr. No. Alice Rabb. He was born in June 1930 and he died in January 1998. His age was 67 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. An American actor and director who founded the Association of Producing Artists. He was a Tony Award winner for his direction of The Royal Family in 1976. He was a major figure in American repertory theater. Emil Sika. He was born in December 1914 and he died in January 1998. His age was 83 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from a stroke. An American actor known for his numerous appearances in the Three Stooges shorts. He's one of the few actors to have worked with all six of the original Stooges. He often played the role of a dignified gentleman who gets caught in the chaos. Janet Burston. She was born in January 1935 and she died in March 1998. Her age was 63 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. An American child actress who appeared in the Our Gang Little Rascals comedy shorts in the 1940s. She often played the role of a bossy or a scowling girl. She was the last female child star signed to the series before it ended. She appeared in a few outside films, including Blondie Goes Latin in 1941 and Ginger in 1946. Fred W. Friendly. He was born in October 1915 and he died in March 1998. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stroke. A pioneering American television news executive and producer, he famously partnered with Edward R. Murrow to produce See It Now, including the episodes that challenged Senator Joseph McCarthy. He later served as the president of the CBS News. He originated the concept of public access television cable television channels. Phyllis Nelson. She was born in October 1950 and she died in January 1998. Her age was 47 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was breast cancer. An American singer best known for her 1985 ballad, Move Closer, which was a #1 hit in the United Kingdom. She worked primarily in the disco and R&B genres. Her son is the singer and record producer Mark Nelson, who was a member of the Boys II Men. Kritka Sissek. She was born in April 1953 and she died in March 1998. Her age was 44 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was breast cancer. An American coloratura soprano of Ukrainian ethnicity, she was a highly successful commercial jingle singer, Ford's Have You Driven a Ford Lately?, and provided the original vocals for the song You Light Up My Life in the film of the same name. Junior Wells. He was born in December 1934 and he died in January 1998. His age was 63 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lymphoma. An American Chicago blues vocalist and harmonica player, he's best known for his signature song Messing with the Kid and his long collaboration with guitarist Buddy Guy. He was a pioneer in the amplified blues harmonica style. Shirley Povich. He was born in July 1905 and he died in June 1998. His age was 92 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. A legendary American sports writer who wrote for the Washington Post for 75 years. He covered the Washington Senators and the Redskins, and famously reported on the 1924 World Series and Cal Ripken's Jr. streak. He is the father of television personality Maury Povich. Povich also served as a Second World War correspondent. George Howard. He was born in September 1956 and he died in March 1998. His age was 41 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was colon cancer. An American jazz musician Known for his smooth jazz soprano saxophone playing, he released several successful solo albums in the 1980s and 1990s. He was nominated for a Grammy Award for his album Attitude Adjustment. Carl Perkins. He was born in April 1932 and he died in January 1998. His age was 65 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was throat cancer and stroke. An American singer, songwriter, and guitarist who recorded at Sun Studio. He's best known for writing and recording the rockabilly anthem, Blues Sweaty Shoes. He was a major influence on the Beatles and the rock and roll genre. Marzette Watts. He was born in March 1938 and he died in March 1998. His age was 60 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. An American jazz saxophonist associated with the free jazz movement in New York City. He worked with artists like Bill Dixon and Cecil Taylor. He later transitioned into a career as a sound engineer and a painter. Lois Mailou Jones. She was born in November 1905 and she died in June 1998. Her age was 92 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was cardiac arrest. An influential American artist and teacher associated with the Harlem Renaissance. Her work spanned decades and styles, incorporating African masks and vibrant colors into Western art traditions. She was a professor at Howard University for nearly 50 years. Bella Abzug. She was born in July 1920 and she died in March 1998. Her age was 77 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death were complications from heart surgery. An American lawyer, United States representative, and social activist known as Battling Bella. She was a leader in the women's movement and famous for her bold hats and outspoken nature. She co-founded the National Women's Political Caucus. Bernard Rainbow. He was born in October 1914 and he died in March 1998. His age was 83 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An English music historian and organist, he was a leading authority on the history of music education and Anglican church music. He authored the influential book, The Land Without Music. Charles Franklin Phillips. He was born in May 1910 and he died in March 1998. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American economist and academic administrator, he served as the fourth president of Bates College in Maine from 1944 to 1967. He was known for modernizing the college's curriculum and infrastructure. Benjamin Spock. He was born in May 1903 and he died in March 1998. His age was 94 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was respiratory failure. An American pediatrician whose book, The Common Sense Book of Baby and Child Care in 1946, is one of the best-selling books in history. He revolutionized parenting by encouraging parents to trust their instincts and show affection. He was also an Olympic gold medalist in rowing. Archie Goodwin. He was born in September 1937 and he died in March 1998. His age was 60 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. An American comic book writer and editor, he was known for his work on Detective Comics, Batman, Iron Man, and the war and horror magazines, Creepy and Eerie. He was a beloved figure in the industry, known for his mentorship. Marion Eugene Carl. He was born in November 1915 and he died in June 1998. His age was 82 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was homicide, gunshot wound. A United States Marine Corps Major General and highly decorated Second World War fighter ace. He was the Marine Corps' first ace in Second World War. He was tragically murdered during a home invasion robbery in Oregon while defending his wife. Darcy O'Brien. He was born in July 1939 and he died in March 1998. His age was 58 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. An American author of fiction and literary criticism, who later won acclaim for his true crime books. His notable works include Two of a Kind, about the Hillside Stranglers, and Murder in Little Egypt. He was a professor at the University of Tulsa. Ralph C. Smith. He was born in November 1893 and he died in January 1998. His age was 104 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lung failure. A major general in the United States Army, he commanded the 27th Infantry Division during the Second World War. He was controversially relieved of command during the Battle of Saipan due to inter-service disagreements with Marine General Holland Smith. Henry Steele Comeja. He was born in October 1902 and he died in March 1998. His age was 95 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pneumonia. An American historian and liberal intellectual, he wrote extensively on American history and the Constitution. His textbook, The Growth of American Republic, co-written with Samuel Eliot Morison, was a standard text for decades. As one of the most active and prolific liberal intellectuals of his time, with 40 books and 700 essays and reviews, he helped define modern liberalism in the United States. Garner E. Shriver. He was born in July 1912 and he died in March 1998. His age was 85 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American politician who served as a Republican member of the United States House of Representatives from Kansas from 1961 to 1977. He served on the House Appropriations Committee and was a veteran of the United States Navy. Sam Yorty. He was born in October 1909 and he died in June 1998. His age was 88 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stroke. An American politician who served as the 37th mayor of Los Angeles from 1961 to 1973. Known as Travelin' Sam, he was a colorful and sometimes controversial figure who appeared frequently on television. Robert A. Grant. He was born in July 1905 and he died in February 1998. His age was 92 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American politician and jurist, he served as a United States representative from Indiana for 10 years and was later appointed as a United States District Judge, serving as Chief Judge of the Northern District of Indiana. Joseph Alieto. He was born in February 1916 and he died in January 1998. His age was 81 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was prostate cancer. An American politician and attorney who served as the 36th mayor of San Francisco from 1968 to 1976. He was known for his antitrust legal work and for overseeing the development of the BOT system and the Trans-America Pyramid. Helen Wills. She was born in October 1905 and she died in January 1998. Her age was 92 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was undisclosed. Known as Little Miss Poker Face, she was an American tennis player who dominated women's tennis in the 1920s and 1930s. She won 31 Grand Slam tournament titles, singles, doubles, and mixed doubles, including 8 Wimbledon single titles. Wills remained an avid tennis player into her 80s. Slick Castleman. He was born in September 1913 and he died in March 1998. His age was 84 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. Born Clydell Castleman, he was an American professional baseball pitcher. He played for the New York Giants in the 1930s. He was named to the National League All-Star team in 1936. Junkyard Dog. He was born in December 1952 and he died in June 1998. His age was 45 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was car accident. Born Sylvester Ritter, he was a charismatic American professional wrestler. He was a massive star in the Mid-South territory before joining the WWF in the 1980s. He was known for his chain collar and his immense popularity with young fans. Bobo Brazil. He was born in July 1924 and he died in January 1998. His age was 73 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were complications from strokes. An American professional wrestler who was one of the first successful African American wrestler to break down racial barriers in the sport. He was credited with ending the segregation of audiences in many territories. He was a longtime fan favorite. Ray Nitschke. He was born in December 1936 and he died in March 1998. His age was 61 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. An American Hall of Fame football player who was a middle linebacker for the Green Bay Packers during their dynasty in the 1960s. He was the anchor of the defense under Vince Lombardi, winning 5 NFL championships and 2 Super Bowls. Jim Cullum. He was born in November 1925 and he died in June 1998. His age was 72 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was undisclosed. An American football player who was a guard in the NFL. He played for the New York Yankees and was a Pro Bowl selection in 1951. He played college football at the University of California, Berkeley. Cullum was inducted into the University of California Athletic Hall of Fame in 1995. Your support keeps their memories alive. Like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more stories of those who made history.